God didn't die for the preservations of our traditions, for the benefit of our systems or our buildings or our brands. No, he died for people. He died for you and for me so that we might know him. And that's why as a church, we will always be the kind of people who are passionate about others. Our pursuit is people. Our mandate is people. Our posture is people. From every background, every culture, every generation, our posture will always be this: whosoever will to the Lord may come. I can't believe that it has been now almost in fact more than 8 years ago that I was here in the US speaking for a friend, and God impressed my heart that there was a church in us here in this great city of Chicago.
So come on and praise the Lord with me. Praise Him, sing if you love His name. We love you, Jesus. Come on and lift your voice and sing. He's worthy of all our praise. And come on and bring your
What was crazy is while you were here, and you weren't here, you were in Nashville, but you were in the States and feeling like, I think God's calling us to do something in the States, and I think it's in Chicago. I was back in Sydney, Australia, and really feeling and sensing the same thing, which is really crazy because it's like that can only be God to speak to us on totally different continents, but at the same time. And I don't even think we told each other
for a
few years, because we were happily planted where we were building the church, we were happy, but I think it was really cool that God spoke to both of us, but then a few years later, that's
I think
when we kind of told
true
each other.
confirmation. Well, the catalyst for us having that conversation was Tom. Tom, I remember coming to me and going, hey, this might sound strange, but I know that there's a church in you. And I knew that to some degree there was a church in us. I didn't know what it looked like. But it was when he said, and I believe it's in Chicago, that I knew that God was definitely in this thing. It wasn't just an ambition. It wasn't just an idea, a man idea. It was a God idea. And then to have me tell you that, and then you go, God spoke to me. For us, it was done. It was locked at that moment that truly God had called us to start a church out here. We drove all the way from the south side along Lakeshore Drive, all the way up Lakeshore Drive, and we pull up on Evanston, and we just knew that we knew, both of us just knew that we knew that we knew, and we were running a low sleep. It was 8 to 10 hours each day in the car, and we knew that we knew that this is exactly what we were called to be. It was the North Shore here in the North End, and as we got up there, kind of began to explore. One of the first buildings we looked at was on the corner there of Chicago and I can't remember the road, but the chapel, what's the chapel called? Remember? Alice Miller Chapel. And I remember being convinced that this is exactly where we're going to meet church. I remember we were envisioning, we'll put the balloon arch here. Kids check-in will be here. This will be people can park. We started dreaming because we knew that this was the area. And how great that literally after all the challenges we had of finding a building, 65 places we went to and heard no. Lord be my witness with Lonnie. We started dreaming about all kinds of places. But how great and how fitting in the story that the place that we now call home, SOZO City Church home, is literally half a mile from the place we stood and prayed and believed that God would give us this great opportunity to build a church in this great part of the world.